what's your goal with this one? Not just this year, but in general, what's your goal?
You know what? Every day for me, it's it's so hard because at the beginning when my sister died, the first month, it's easy for everybody to remember. And, I'm sorry about what happened, and it's easy then, but it gets hard as the years go because it's something that you carry with you every day. And for me, it's just awareness. I saw what the LLS did for her, whether it's the medication she couldn't afford because she lost health insurance and things like that. So really it's awareness. And for whether it's the LLS or Kids versus Cancer, I'm hoping it's something that obviously we can get a cure for. I know it sounds crazy, but the rapid rate of increase for cancer is so staggering and unbelievable. It's, any awareness and anything that all of us can do is better. So the kids portion is just something that will just rock you to the core if you see it, So ultimately it's a cure, and I'm just trying to bring awareness. And if I can bring 1 or 2 people that come to the park that day that have never been invested in it, have never taken the time to do the research on it or help an organization, if I find 1 or 2 people in that day, then it's worth it. So, yeah.
So is it the Versus Cancer Foundation? Or?
Kids versus Cancer.
Okay.
Kids versus Cancer.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
The Kids versus Cancer is a foundation actually found via social media, via Twitter. I saw it last year where North Carolina and some other ACC schools were doing it on Twitter actually, and I just thought that it would be a great idea. That I've done stuff with cancer organizations in the past. So I reached out to their CEO and pretty much set up our kind of campaign for it in less than 3 weeks last year. But pretty much in a nutshell, the benefits and proceeds go to the Kids versus Cancer organization, which helps kids with cancer. Pretty much.
So last year, like the big draw, I guess, from what I found online, is that last year a bunch of players shaved their heads after a game. So is that happen again this year?
Yep, it's going to happen again this year. We didn't require him to do it. It was one of those things, and what was really great about it, we had a really, really tough loss on Sunday where we could have won the series, and it was really pivotal for our season, at that point in our season. But the fact that the kids, were able to go up in the locker room, compose themselves, and take a step back and say, you know what, it's just a game and there's a lot bigger things happening, was really, really important to me and shows the maturity of the guys. So, this year we'll do the shaving again, and the good thing is that I also had the athletic department make it our pride game. So the athletic department has a marketing pitch about they do a certain amount of pride events or pride games during the season. So I made them specifically ask them to do, this is our pride game, so all the athletes will participate in it. So any athlete that wants to shave their head is going to do it with us after the game. We're also going to incorporate the kids more, getting face painting for the kids that actually have cancer from the hospitals that come. We're going to get a moon bounce for them. So I'm hoping that it is just going to be a great day overall, and I'm going to maybe not look.
So what prompted the pairing other than finding it on social media?
Well, cancer is a cause from near and dear to my heart. My sister passed away of cancer in 2008. She had a rare blood cancer in the leukemia lymphoma kind of group. It was myeloma. It's a rare blood cancer. And I've done a lot of stuff with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. I actually did a few campaigns and then got nominated as the Man of the Year in 2010. So I was very, very familiar with fundraising, doing stuff for cancer walks. But when my sister died of cancer, I actually, being at the hospital so much, I'd visit the kids' ward all the time, and there was nothing more, moving and motivating than seeing a kid with cancer. And so when I saw this last year, it was an absolute no-brainer for me. So that's what prompted me to choose that organization. So.
I actually already knew about your sister following you on social media, but so that's kind of what prompted the decision to go with kids cancer versus something that more people can put out there, like prostate cancer or breast cancer.
Yeah, the Komen Foundation, it's so big. Everybody's done that, and like I said, I've done so much with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. It's not that, I'm not going to work with them anymore, but just the kids factor. I mean, there's nobody walking this planet that if they saw a kid with cancer that, you know, they don't feel for them. So the thing is that I also like about the Kids vs. Cancer Foundation is that they let me allocate funds to where I want to send it. So they let me send half of my proceeds to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, which I was able to send half of it to them, to the Maryland chapter. So they kept half of it and they allocated it the way they want, and then I was able to send it to the LLS as well. So it was important just all the way around, just the strength of the organization, the proximity of how close they are based in North Carolina, and the fact that they let me kind of disperse the funds the way I want. So.
And so this year, you're actually, on that note, you're splitting the proceeds between national research and local children's hospitals.
Yep.
And so do you think more people are likely to donate if they think the money is going to local teams?
Well, I can say for me personally, you know, the big thing with giving to any organization is, well, is it a real organization? Where is my money going? I can't see what it's actually doing. So people are always, you know, skeptical by nature, which I understand. I really like this organization because it tells you exactly where the money is going within their organization. And with the allocating of funds, I physically get the check and I know what I'm sending it to Maryland. So I know that it's going to the Maryland chapter. The Maryland chapter of LLS calls me and says, thank you for donating this amount of money. So I know what's going on within the LLS, and I know what's going on with the Kids vs. Cancer. So all around, it's just you can see the fruits of your labor every day. And with the actual having the event here, I think it's important that we bring the kids out too. So the kids get to experience, you know, the game day atmosphere, and our guys get to see the kids. It's not just, hey, I'm donating online, or, you know, hey, I've seen this cause before. It's real life. So that's super important to me. So.
Yeah, and last year the goal was $5,000. That was almost double. You raised over $9,000.
Yeah.
And so this year the goal is set at $10,000. So is that kind of a response to how much was raised?
You know, I'm going to probably up that because I haven't even gone on the website yet. So I'm going to up that. So what I did last year was literally I did this in 2.5 weeks. So, I mean, literally in 2.5 weeks we raised almost $9,000, which is unbelievable. I give some of that credit to the fact that anybody who knows me via social media or whatever knows how important this is to me, and I rarely ask for money. So, you know, and it was a testament to our guys. I mean, there was a lot of guys that raised over $1,000, you know, with their own campaign. So this year I'm going to try to set it at maybe 25. So, and I'm going to launch it. You know, I don't want to launch it too early, just because you put the website out there too early. Or, you know, I want it to kind of be a month and a half in advance, and we'll really push it then. Also, we're going to team up with the athletic department on campus, and it's not just going to be a baseball thing this year. It's going to be one Maryland family under one website. We're not going to be singled out, and we're all going to do this together. So I don't need the necessary proceeds to say baseball. I want it to be an effort for the whole athletic department. So I'm excited about teaming up with him about that.
Yeah, is that really nice? Like you started this whole thing.
Yeah, you know, like I said before we got on camera, I was saying how I pitched it to the SAAC committee, which is our student, you know, athletic committee here. And last year they did Relay for Life. So they do a volleyball tournament, which they're going to, all the proceeds go to a certain charitable organization. So I pitched the Kids vs. Cancer, and they chose that this year. So we're going to combine that with their event on April 13th, which you'll find information on umturfs.com about any team can join. It's not just athletic teams. Hopefully they'll get the, you know, Greek life and regular students and faculty and everybody involved, where it's just one big giant volleyball tournament for fun, and all the proceeds will go to the Kids vs. Cancer. And we're going to team up with them. That's April 13th, and then our event is April 19th. So we're just going to couple those two and then really knock it out of the park this year. So I'm excited about that.